Okay, we're over here on the west side of the structure. These are the HVAC condensing units, and it's going to be a little difficult to extrapolate a certain amount of data from them because our data plates are very faded out. This is the living, I assume that means the downstairs, because this data plate over here claims that this is the second floor, which I interpret as upstairs. Now this is the best information that I can get off of them, but what I'm reading is the downstairs one, the south one, is about 19 years old. They're engineered on paper to last 20. They may last 35, but Las Vegas is going to give you 14 years on an average. So after 14 years, these units have done just about everything that we would expect them to do. From what I can gather, this downstairs one is 3.5 tons and the upstairs is 3 tons. And based on that information, one or both of these is overfused, and possibly one of them is underfused. Overfused means that the breaker will not trip in a timely manner to protect the equipment. Underfused, which I don't think is the case, but underfused means that, let's see, underfused, the 40, yeah. Underfused means that the circuit breaker will not trip in a timely manner, will trip prematurely, causing a nuisance trip. So what would happen is that the unit would be designed to withstand more heat, but the breaker was not. And so while the unit still was operating satisfactorily, the breaker might trip. Or not. It doesn't have to. If it's underfused, you'd probably never realize that. And hopefully, if it's overfused, you won't get the opportunity to realize that. Our coils are a little bit dirty. They all are. Our refrigerant piping has the wrong type of insulation as per today's standards. 20 years ago, this is perfectly fine material. But since 2015, the International Energy Code thinks that this should be a more robust insulation. Whether it was okay at the time or not, okay, at no opportunity should the insulation, this is why we need more robust insulation, it's because it does this. So we should not have torn, compromised insulation. Another development in 2015, which both of these units are clearly older than, is our Schrader valves, our refrigerant service piping valve access port caps, Schrader valve caps. Okay, they should have been anti-theft, and as per the 2015 Energy Code. So those are the wrong types of caps. This is the wrong type of foam as per today's Energy Code. Okay, at no time is this acceptable for the insulation to be in that condition. We've also learned, okay, as we go, and the coils are just a little dirty, the pads should elevate the condensing units a minimum of 3 inches above grade, and they don't do that. They do not do that. And I'm getting picky here, admittedly. Alright, but the units are not level. These compressors are hermetically sealed. They have oil inside the refrigerant. If the compressors are not, condensing units and compressors are not level, then the oil doesn't get distributed evenly throughout the condensing compressor, and it could cause short life, which these have obviously outlived what anybody would expect them to do. Refrigerant, these are R22, okay, no longer manufactured in the United States, no longer imported into the United States legally. Is there more refrigerant R22 available? Yes, there is. Okay, stockpiles of it. Is it expensive? You bet. They know that it's a finite resource. And just about any technician that comes over here and services your equipment is going to rightfully so recommend that you think about updating your systems. You know, it's just they've done just about everything that we would expect them to do. Another thing that we would expect over here is an electric receptacle outlet, so the technician could run a vacuum pump to replace your systems. Okay. Then our electric service disconnects on the wall, not behind the units like they're supposed to be. Location is fine, but electric service disconnects should be sealed on 3 sides to help prevent moisture infiltration into the wall systems. Then the pad should elevate the 3 inches. They should be level, should be sealed on 3 sides. Our insulation should be updated. Our caps should be updated. Our systems are R22. Our systems are too old.